So let's start tonight. We're going to stand at the top of our mats and just come into a forward fold. So bending the knees, placing your belly onto your thigh. So you can support yourself by holding onto your thighs first. And then when you've bent your knees enough so that your belly's on your thighs, bring your fingertips to the earth or to a block and just really start to lengthen your spine towards the ground. And just taking a couple of deep breaths there. So really making sure your belly is on your thighs, even your ribs on your thighs. So bend your knees enough to do that. And then supporting your hands in any way that feels good for you, on a block, on your fingertips, lengthening your spine towards the ground. Letting the head be heavy, like a weight, bringing you down towards the ground, but not losing the contact between the belly and the thighs. Maybe just rocking forward and backwards once or twice to find an even balance through the feet. And then when you're ready, finding stillness. Your fingertips can be on the mat, or you can hold on to opposite elbows. You can even intertwine your hands behind your back if that feels good. Anything that enhances the shape for you. So always taking note of the breath and make sure anything that you add on to the shape doesn't compromise the breath. If it does, come into something different. So let's take 3 more deep breaths here. Using the inhale to fill up. Using the exhale to let go of something. 2 more breaths like that. Last one together. Let's inhale. Exhaling to release something. Slowly blinking open the eyes, letting go of the hands if you're holding them behind your back. And then we're going to bring the left hand flat to the mat under our face, bending into the left knee, opening the top arm up to the ceiling. Bend your left knee as much as you need, but then open your chest towards the right side of the mat to lift your arm. See if you can bring your arm in line with the left arm, so that the right arm's not behind you, but in a straight line. Yeah, nice. And then exhaling, swapping sides. So right hand down, right knee bends, left arm scoops up. And then think about making that T shape with your arms. Swapping over, left hand down, right arm up. Maybe half binding the right arm behind your back. Opening your chest towards the right. Pulling that right shoulder back. Maybe you're going to bring your left fingertips to the outside of your shin or your ankle and use that to open your heart a little bit more. Left knee still bent. You can see what it feels like to straighten it if there's the space to do so, but not at you don't want the chest to fall down towards the ground. And then coming back through center, swapping over. So right hand down, right knee bends, left arm up towards the ceiling. So think about finding that T shape first with your arms, and then maybe coming into the half bind. Opening through the left shoulder. Maybe bringing the right hand to the outside of the left ankle or shin and using that to open your heart a little bit more. Maybe you're going to straighten the right knee as well. It might only be a little bit, it might be not at all, but just experimenting with it. And then exhaling, coming back to a forward fold. Just letting the head be heavy towards the mat. Taking the opposite elbow if you held onto your elbows, or maybe binding with the awkward hand, binding first if you're clasping the hands behind your back. And breathing into any sensations that you're feeling here. Softening something as you exhale. Starting to bend through the knees. We're going to sweep the fingertips along the earth, coming up into our chair pose. So your knees are hip distance apart. Hips back, heart open, lovely. Maybe lifting the arms up a little bit more. Making sure we're not crunching the neck in any way. And then slowly coming up. Hands meet overhead, squeezing the glutes. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling to halfway lift. Exhaling, stepping the left foot back, planting the heel, walking your fingers back to your pyramid pose. So right hip sweeps in behind your right thigh. You can be on your fingertips or on a block. We're going to inhale to halfway lift. Staying there if that's enough sensation for you in the back of the leg. Or exhaling, folding forward. Taking a breath here. Exhaling to let something soften. Take another breath there, inhaling. Exhaling to let something go. We're going to bend through the right knee, sweeping our arms up, coming into our warrior one. So deep bend into the right knee, finding the outside blade of the back foot. And then engaging the quad on the left leg so that you can spin your hips so that they flush to the front of the room. Belly in. From there, we're going to sweep our hands behind our back, interlock them, rolling the shoulders together and down, moving the palms away from the back, leaning over the front leg. So belly is off the thigh. And then come onto the tippy toes of the left foot. From there, with the lean, we're going to inhale the left leg up. Keeping the gaze steady. As we exhale, we're going to bend our knee up towards our chest. Keep the bind, oops, if that feels good for you. And then flexing the left ankle, crossing it over the right thigh. And coming into a variation of chair. So hips back, heart open. Keeping the gaze soft. Where's the placement of the tongue? Think about what we spoke about last class. Placing the tip of the tongue behind the top teeth. What does that do to the shape? Inhaling, slowly starting to come up. Knee to chest. Exhaling, left foot down. Feet are hip distance apart. So letting go of the arms, sweeping them up and overhead. We're going to exhale down into our yogic squat, Malasana. Elbows into the thighs, thighs squeezing back, against the elbows, straightening the spine a little bit, lifting the spine out of the hips. Closing down the eyes here. Just taking 1 or 2 breaths. And then blinking open the eyes. We're going to slowly stand up. Hands back to heart center. Stepping right foot back, finding warrior one with the left leg in front. Arms sweep up towards the ceiling. Exhaling, finding our pyramid pose. So halfway or all the way, using a block or not. Just gently breathing into the back of the hamstring. Exhaling to let something go. One more breath there. Exhaling to release. Bending through the front leg, the left leg. Inhale, rolling yourself up to warrior one. Squeezing the glute in the front of this right thigh so that the hips turn towards the front. They both on an even plane if possible. And then sweeping the arms behind the back, interlocking your fingers the other way, rolling the shoulders down, lifting the palms away, leaning forward. Taking a breath here, exhaling to let something go. Coming onto the ball of the back foot, let's float the right leg up into our warrior three. If you fall out, just come straight back into it. Inhaling, standing up, right knee to chest. Flexing that foot. Exhaling, right ankle on left knee. Bending the left knee. Hips back, heart open. Hands lift away from the spine. Taking a breath here. Exhaling to release. Inhaling to stand up. Flexing that knee to the chest. Exhale, right foot meets the left. Sweeping the arms up. Palms touch overhead. Maybe a little back bend as we exhale down into our yogic squat. Let's bring the right tricep across the right thigh, placing the right hand down on the floor. And then inhale to open up the left arm. So using the lock, the bunda of your tricep against your thigh to open your heart. Breathing into the shape and noticing where you can soften, where you can find space. And then coming back to center, we'll swap the arms. So it's a lean forward to scoop the left tricep in front of the left shin, reaching the left hand away from you. The left palm might be behind your left shin. And then opening your heart up to your arm up to the right. So again, feel the lock of the tricep against the shin and use that to open the shape. Very nice. And then exhaling. Hands to the mat. Coming back through a forward fold. Change your feet so that the toes point more towards the front if that feels good. And then bending the knees, scooping up, chin to chest. Reaching up, Palms come together overhead, back to heart center. Taking a breath here. Exhaling to release. Blinking open the eyes, stepping the left foot back to warrior one. So bending into the right knee, finding the outside blade of the back foot. Shoulders down from the ears. We're going to inhale our arms up to warrior one. Exhale, leaning forward, arrowhead, clasping the hands. Rolling onto the tiptoe of the left foot. Let the lean, lift and engaged left leg up. Warrior three. Inhale, slowly standing up, knee to chest. Left ankle, right thigh, bending through the right leg, keeping the gaze still. And then releasing the hands. Maybe you're going to hold on to the heel of the left foot with the right hand. Maybe you're going to bring your left elbow into the arch of the right foot for a twist. Just moving slowly. If you can't get your elbow to the arch of your foot, no big deal. Just do a twist wherever you can. Lovely. If you need to hold on for support, of course, that's absolutely fine. We're going to keep the figure four and slowly bring ourselves back to standing. And then inhale, left knee to chest. Exhaling, left leg forward. Bringing the leg down and back behind you for warrior three. Bending through the front leg, placing the back foot, warrior two. So finding your warrior two here, bending into the right leg, finding the outside blade of the left foot, maybe your right heel and your left arch are in a line, stretching the arms away from each other. Left hand down, right arm sweeps up into reverse warrior two. Straightening through the front leg, leaning forward for your triangle pose. You can heel toe your back foot in and then let your arm, your right arm reach past your toes, your heart's open to the right side of the room. And then, the left side. And then placing your right hand on your shin, opening into your triangle pose. Squeeze the right glutes in towards the left. Maybe gazing up at the left arm. Maybe bringing the left arm overhead. Inhale, coming back up through warrior two, bending the front knee, reversing the shape, and then straightening the front leg, turning your right toes in to the long side of your mat. So right toe, all your toes point in, heels point out. Inhaling, hands to your hips. Inhaling to look up. Exhaling, coming into your wide-legged forward fold. Maybe your fingertips come to the earth. Maybe you're holding onto the outsides of your ankles. Think about bringing your torso in between your thighs. You may need to bend your knees, and that's okay. But think about that feeling of your belly being on your thighs. So bending your knees as much as you need to do that. Taking a breath here. Exhaling to release. So let's place our left hand under our face, bending through the left knee. We're in a wide-legged shape now. Inhaling the right arm up. Maybe looking up towards the palm of the right hand. Exhaling, right hand down, left arm up. Big bend into the right knee. Once more each side. Left hand down, right arm up. Right hand down, left arm up. And then walking your hands back to frame your right foot. We're just going to step the left foot to join the right. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Chin to chest, bending the knees, rolling yourself up. Arms meet overhead. Exhaling to heart center. Taking a breath here. Exhaling to let something go. Blinking open the eyes. Stepping the right foot back. Finding your warrior ones. We've been in the shape a couple of times. Seeing what we can do differently this time. Where can we find more space? Inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhaling, leaning forward for arrowhead and then interlocking the hands. Opposite hand on top if you remember which you did last time. So we want to have our body parallel to our thigh and then come onto the tippy toe of the back leg. Inhaling up to our warrior three. Flexing that back foot, maybe spreading the toes. How does that feel? Inhaling, starting to stand up, bringing the right knee to the chest, wobbles and all. Balance is not my friend today. Exhaling, right ankle over left. So we're in a half chair and a figure four. Squeezing the shoulder blades together to open the heart. And then exhaling to release, holding onto the right heel with your left foot and bringing your right tricep towards the arch of the left foot. Keep the gaze still. Hands to heart center. Or anywhere in between. So you twist where your body feels okay to do it. Inhaling, slowly coming up. Hands to heart center. Flexing the right foot, knee to chest. Extending the right leg forward. Swinging the right leg back towards the back of the mat. Gently stepping into your warrior two. Aligning your feet. Opening your arms in your warrior two. So bending into that left knee. Just make sure it's not falling in. We want the left knee straight ahead of the toes or even a little bit to the left. Torso in the middle of the hips. Feeling the outside blade. And then reversing the shape. Inhaling, coming back. Straightening the front leg. Heel toeing the back leg in. Leaning over. Lean, 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 lean. And then placing your left hand down, right arm up. Squeezing the left glutes towards the right thigh. Lovely, beautiful shapes. Inhale, coming up, back through warrior two, reversing the shape. I've got no idea what I did next, so let's step into chair. Inhaling, if anyone wants to show me or remind me, you're welcome to. Exhaling, forward fold. This is where we were coming anyway. So we're going to just rock forwards and backwards on our feet. We're going to peace grip the fingers of the left toe. So index finger and middle finger around the left toe. Thumb plants into the earth for support. Then we're going to make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Then we're going to peace grip the right toe and lean into our left foot. Maybe we're going to lift our right leg up off the mat. Gazing down a little bit forward. Your leg might fly up into the air or it may lift a centimetre. No right or wrong. When you're ready, replacing the feet, taking an inhale, that looked good to me. Exhaling to release. Setting up for the other side. So you've still got the grip, right thumb presses into the earth for balance. Start to lean to the right. Left leg maybe lifts up and out to the side. One side may be really different to the other. So just meeting it where it is. Lovely. Try to lift with control in the lean rather than flinging the leg up. And then exhaling, both feet down, coming into your forward fold, letting everything go. Let's heel toe the feet apart, coming back into our Malasana, yogic squat. Hands to heart center. We're gently going to round ourselves down to the mat, finding Navasana. So any variation, pulling the belly to the spine, arms reaching up. Maybe peace gripping the big toes, placing the thumb on top of the fingers, opening the legs out. So heart opens, beautiful, straightening through the lower back. Lovely. Exhaling, bringing the legs together, letting go of them back into Navasana. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Gently rolling yourself down, lowering yourself down till you're just on your back, squeezing everything, shoulders and thighs off the earth. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, lowering down. Taking an inhale. Exhaling to release. Bending the knees, giving them a little squeeze towards your chest. Opening the heart, opening the arms out to a T. Exhaling the knees over to the right. Shoulders heavy on the floor. Gazing over the left arm or gazing straight ahead. Just taking a couple of breaths here, softening in the stomach area. Breathing into any sticky points. Seeing if you can let go of something with the exhale. Let's inhale back to center. Exhaling over to the other side. Doesn't matter how far your knees come across. Try and feel your shoulders both on the floor, on the earth. 2 more breaths here. Letting the exhale melt you into the earth. And then inhale back to center. Exhaling the legs down the mat. Let the feet splay out. Palms beside you, backs of the palms to the earth. Fingers gently curled in. Taking an inhale here. Releasing into your shape of surrender, Shavasana. Noticing if you're holding on to any tightness here or any sensations, and just see if you can melt into the mat, letting go of anything that's gripping. On the next inhale, bringing your attention back inside the body. Starting to deepen the breath. Slowly bringing some movement to the fingers and the toes. And exhale, gently rolling over to one side. Just taking a moment to observe the body, observe the mind. Notice if anything's changed since you first started the practice. Taking one more inhale here. As you exhale, keeping the eyes closed, gently bring yourself back up to a seat. Gently bringing the hands to heart center. Placing the thumbs to the chest. We're going to inhale here, keeping the eyes closed. We're going to make the sound of Om. And rather than worrying about what it sounds like, I want you just to feel the vibration in your chest. So this is meant to be the first sound of the universe, the sound of Om. So we inhale. As we exhale, the sound goes ah, oh, So like a long A, an O, and then the lips come together for It'll sound funny over Zoom, so don't worry about what it sounds like. Let's take a big inhale here. Exhale. Ah. Just feeling the vibrations in the chest, in the body. And then a very gentle inhale. Exhale, bowing forward, third eye to the fingertips. Humbly and with gratitude, we say Namaste.